Among the largest protests in Israeli history, some 110,000 Israelis heading to the heart of Tel Aviv for the third week in a row, and thousands more heading to similar rallies in Jerusalem, Haifa, Beersheba, and elsewhere, all to demonstrate against the judicial amendments proposed by Justice Minister Yariv Levin, which critics argue would forever damage the court's ability to keep the executive and legislative branches in check. Still, proponents of the reform saying that it's necessary to curb the court's history of activism and is hardly as dangerous as critics would have you think. And Netanyahus Coalition planning to vote on the first reading of the bill in Knesset by February 1st. Sending shockwaves through the government, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expected to dismiss Shas leader Aryeh Deri from his ministerial roles during Sunday's weekly cabinet meeting, and the dismissal to likely come into effect by Tuesday morning. This in accordance with a landmark ruling just 4 days earlier in which the High Court of Justice ordered Netanyahu to fire Deri, saying that Deri cannot be a minister in light of his multiple criminal convictions. But as both Minister of Interior and Minister of Health, as well as Netanyahu's largest coalition partner, the government is taking every action to find a solution that would enable Deri to remain active in the cabinet, if not return to it soon. In the meantime, it's unclear how the coalition will restructure or what the Shas party will do should an amicable solution not be found. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan now returning to D.C. after a landmark visit to Jerusalem, the first meeting between senior officials in the Biden administration and the new Netanyahu government. And as expected, the topic's largely focusing on expanding the Abraham peace accords, including to Saudi Arabia, and countering the threats from a nuclear threshold Iran. But Sullivan likewise coming to express Washington's support for a two-state solution with the Palestinian Authority, and as such, Sullivan likewise meeting with officials in Ramallah on Thursday. Although aside from allegedly influencing Netanyahu to slow new development in Judea and Samaria, it doesn't appear that talks between the PA and Israel are anywhere near picking up where they left off in 2014, when talks collapsed.